morning. How's everybody doing? Well, yeah, we're still learning 10 o'clock, 10 something. Wanted to jump on this live. I was here doing some thinking about the 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule. It's going to be very important and impactful for you in the next quarter. And the 80-20 rule, if you utilize it the right way, you're actually going to be able to increase your results and achieve more in the next 3 months than anybody else. I see a few of you already are on here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hey, I want to know if you're joining me. Comment. I see Isabel, Abel. What's going on? Good morning, guys. Good to see you. I think you'll enjoy this. I'm just at home right now, and I started to think about the 80-20 rule because ever since I read this book, The 4-Hour Work Week, I have been, the 80-20 rule has resonated with me, and I've applied it to a lot of the companies that I've ran in the past and currently now as we're trying to restructure things and be more efficient, better, more profitable. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Here, I got my coffee. Feeling good. It's a bit muggy outside. Well, it's a bit cloudy, I mean. And I want to know, where are you joining us from? I want you to comment down below. I want you to comment, let us know where you're joining us from. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notified the next time I'm doing a video. You will enjoy this content. Toronto. Yes, Toronto. So all over Canada and North America. I was doing a live. Someone was, some country I didn't even know, right? But that is the power. That is the power that we have today. We have our portable broadcasting studio, and with this studio that I'm holding in my hand right now, we have the power to broadcast all over the world live. Think about that for just a moment. Think about the power that we have just to communicate with millions and millions of people, where before we didn't have these capabilities. We didn't have this technology. So I'm excited, and I do want to talk about this book. I read this book about 15 years ago, The 4-Hour Work Week. Now, even though I don't agree with a lot of the concepts in this book, there's some key concepts that I really, really resonate with, that I'm in alignment with. For example, it talks about just the title itself, The 4-Hour Work Week. And the guy's sitting, if you see, the guy's sitting between two palm trees in a hammock. And so the author is Tim Ferris, and Tim Ferris, rather. And it makes me believe that, you can escape work somehow and be successful. First of all, I think you get a certain life fulfillment from work. Especially now when some people have lost their jobs, people get depressed. Just sitting around, what are you going to do with your life, right? And so I'm a big believer in growing and building. Here's the difference. You have to be doing something you love. If you're doing something you love, you feel fulfilled, and work is not even work. You're just going to do that all day long. So I think the title grabs people, and oh yeah, I want this free, like, 4-hour work week. That would be amazing. To me, that sounds horrible. Like only working 4 hours, only doing the thing that I love for 4 hours a week, it doesn't compute, right? But I understand this is talking to people that have jobs that they don't love, right? So if you're doing something you love, you can escape the 9 to 5, meaning your job, just over broke. And so now we can really have a real true conversation. It's not about escaping work. It's escaping work that is not meaningful to you, right? And so from that perspective, I can jump on board with being productive, because the book really talks about automation and creating systems, which I'm on board with. Talks about, the new rich, and what is your lifestyle look like, so you can start living your lifestyle, that lifestyle that you want today. So all of these things I'm on board with. And so don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm against the title, but I know that work brings life fulfillment. And if you don't have life fulfillment, you can't be happy. And if you want to be happy in life, I mean, that's the objective, right? I think work comes into that. As long as it's meaningful work and it's meaningful to you, and it's something that it's almost not even like work. And so, I don't want you to read this book and think that you're not going to have to work. I think anything good really requires effort. Now, in the book, it talks about the 80-20 rule. And this 80-20 rule is, for me, the most powerful rule. And, I've tested it on many different occasions. And I've determined that it's bang on with everything. I mean, the 80-20 rule, you can pretty much, categorize anything under that 80-20 rule. And specifically on productivity, it talks about, 80%, and this is why they talk about the 4-hour work week, because they say that, 20% of your activity actually equals 80% of your results. Meaning 80% of your activity accounts for only 20% of your results. And so there's a lot of time wasting. There's a lot of busy work that we're doing in our lives that are not in alignment with the goals and the things that we want to achieve. And so the idea behind this book is how to automate all of this busy work. So now you open up yourself for time to do whatever it is that you want to do. And if you want to sit on a beach, if you want to sit between two palm trees, because you've created all this time for yourself, that's your prerogative. Now, I tried this, right? A long time ago, I realized, I have enough money not to have to, work or whatever. And, I went to a resort for 2 weeks. So if you guys have ever gone to a resort for more than a week, you would know that in the second week, you want to gnaw off your arm, right? You're so bored. You feel so unfulfilled, and you're just sitting there, 4 square meals a day. And so that's not an exciting life. And so for some of you, this might be something that you want. For me, I use the 80-20 rule to create time, so I can utilize that time in order to create more, build and create and pursue the things that I have set out to pursue. So the 80-20 rule, very simple. 20% of your activity, 20% of what you do on a daily basis actually equates to 80% of your results. 20% of your customers equate to 80% of your revenue. And so using those metrics is easy. That means that 80% of your customers equate for 20% of your results, of your gross revenue in your company. And so if you use those metrics, this means that you can go and depending on your business, but you can fire 80% of those customers. You can fire 80% of those customers and focus all of your energy and efforts on the 20% that are actually bringing in the most revenue. By focusing on those customers, you actually increase your top line, and you've increased your results without having to, gain more customers or whatever. And so that's the basic idea. And so going back to your productivity and what you do, it goes back to that. 20% of what you're doing on a daily basis actually is bringing you closer to your goals. 20% of what you are currently doing on a daily basis, only 20% of what you're currently doing on a daily basis actually equate to 80% of your results. This means that, and it's a rule. You can look at anything, you would see that rule. It shows up all the time. So this means that 80% of what you're doing on a daily basis only equates to 20% of your results. So if you actually eliminate that 80% of busy work, of just time wasting, or the activity that does not equate into any results, and take that 20% and double down. If you do more of that 20% that actually equate to results, what will happen is that your results will increase and you'll get closer and closer and closer to your goals. Imagine if only 20% of the things that you do on a daily basis actually matter, and that 20% equals 80% of your results. If you double down on those things that actually matter, you double your results. Isn't that incredible, guys? It's like, yeah, like, think about it. Take inventory of everything you do on a daily basis and put a number to it. Does this equal result? Does this equal goals? Does this equal revenue? Whatever it is that you're going after, does it equate to that? And if it doesn't, you probably should outsource that whatever that is, right? And a lot of these things, you can hire people, you can have virtual assistants, you can create a whole system on that 80-20 rule, right? What are the things that really matter in your life? Do you have to stand in line at the bank every single day? Do you have to pay your bills, or can you pay them automatically? Can things flow in your life automatically? And so you open up your time to focus on the things that really matter, because that's the only way you'll really get massive results, right? If you want massive results, you got to take massive action, but it has to be the right action. If you're spending your time watching YouTube videos, by the way, if you're watching my video, good for you, but there should be a limit. Give yourself a limit of the content. We've become addicted to content, and we think that's doing something. But can you equate, consistent content to your results? I'd rather you watch this video and go out there and execute, right? Go out there and do something, or get on the phone. What are the daily activities in your life that equate to the results that are bringing you closer to your goals? That's the 80-20 rule. And so I'm using this in my life. We're in 2019, we took a look at all of our companies, right? And we started to do the math, and we're like, wait a minute, some of these companies are breaking even, and there's all this effort behind them. So we had to divest from things that are not bringing value. And so we fired companies, we sold companies. Now we've narrowed it down, consolidated, and we're now doubling down on the things that actually work. And as a result, our revenue is increasing, our productivity is increasing. Everything that we're doing is just, going to the next level, because we're actually using that 80-20 rule. So I hope this helps you. Thank you for all the likes. Make sure to comment down below. If you want to see a video, or there's something that resonates with you about this video, comment, like us, share us, subscribe to us. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys have been amazing this morning. Alfonso loves you, and we will see you all at the top. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! Let me see how that looks.